gentlemen, so I'm recording this session. Anybody have any problem, do let me know right now. Is it fine if I record and put on YouTube? Okay, great. So gentlemen, I'm going to show you one picture. Okay, so you have to observe the picture for 30 seconds. After observing 30 seconds, that particular picture, you will get 1 minute to write down the details. In details, what you will write? Okay, you will see some characters. Okay, so you will write age, mood, and gender of that particular character. Okay, so age could be anything what you want to perceive. Mood could be negative, positive, and neutral. Positive will mark as a plus, negative minus, and neutral as O. Okay. Now, what would be the gender of the that character? Should be male, female, or a person. For male, you will mark as male, female as F, and P as a person. Okay, then you'll get 3 minutes to write down the story. So total you will get 4 minutes 30 seconds. Okay. In picture, what you're gonna write is what happened in the picture, what is going on in the picture, and what could be the likely outcome of the picture. You don't describe the story, not describe the picture. Write the story around the picture. Okay. Okay, so get ready with pen and paper. Okay, gentlemen, please put your pen down. Everyone, drop your pen. Everyone, stop writing. Stop writing. Keep your story aside. Okay, just go through that story. Go through that story. Okay, gentlemen, now stop it. The story को उठा के साइड में पीछे रख दो जो भी है ना keep it aside. Okay. So, gentlemen, the next part is that you have to narrate your story. Okay, so don't try to take more than 1 minute. You go one by one. Once the last person is done with the story narration, then you have to start a discussion. Okay. So Suraj Pratap Singh will go first, then Sunil 2, then Raghav 3, then Abhimanyu 4, then Rahul Singh 5, then Aman Singh is 6, then 7, Neeraj Shekhawat 8. Okay, am I clear, or you want me to repeat again? Okay.
From this picture,
Okay, once again. Yes, please, Suraj Pratap Singh, proceed.
Yeah, initiate, sir. Okay. From this picture, I perceived 7 characters, and my leading character is Raja. Raja is Gram Pradhan of village Bhaura, which is situated in North Bihar. One day in office, he saw that undernourishment and poverty is the major problem of that panchayat. So he decided to take an initiative and open community kitchen, and for that he used Manrega employees for cooking and public distribution system ration for better supply of ration. Later, merging 2 or 3 schemes, he prepared food for all the BPL members of that panchayat. After a year, he saw positive change, and he could easily eradicate poverty and hunger, and also untouchability problem in that locality.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the figures on to us, I perceive 7 characters. Age lies between 25 to 40 years. All are in the neutral mood. Action: rescuing the flood affected people. My story is like that. Rakesh was an IUSL assistant engineer. One day he got a news that the Dhampur village was affected by the flood. He immediately made a meeting with his senior, and they allowed him. He and his team went to the flood affected area with carrying a blanket, medicine, and food. After reaching there, he immediately start helping them to the doctors and the rescue team. And they also distributed the food and as well as medicine blanket to the needy people. But after the situation get cooled down, they came back. Everybody appreciated him and he appreciated his team. Thank you.
Hello friends, in the picture I perceive 8 characters of age 8 to 40 years. The action of my story is helping poor. Ram is a newly appointed SDM of Dehradun city. He came to know that poor are not able to get a proper food because of lockdown. So he, with the help of municipal corporation, targeted those area, those people, and decided to feed them a proper balanced diet. This move not only inspired other city members, but also the SDM of other cities. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the story, I perceived more than 5 characters, and they are in the age of 20 to 40 years, and they all are in neutral mood. The story are as we know in Kosi is the sorrow of Bihar. So in monsoon time, when the floods come in the Bihar, because of that the people affect. So it is the story of the story of a small village Kundi in of Bihar, where because of the overflow of Kosi river, a flood came, and because of the many people were migrated from their own village to the nearby village, which is safer. So Suresh is a hero character who is a common man like us. He thought that we cannot depend on the government and for their well-being. He thought that what individually we can do for their well-being. So he organized a village fund, and all the members of the village contributed money, and then they from that money they make them available food, and in this way they helped. And everyone appreciated Suresh and his idea, and they cleared the myth that we should not depend on the government totally. Individually, we have the power to tackle the problem. Thank you.
Gentlemen, from the story, I have perceived multiple characters. All are from the age of 10 to 40. The main lead of my character is a male of age 30 years of age. The theme of my story is helping the flood victims. Ajay lives in a small village of Uttarakhand. Suddenly, due to the over raining, flood was occurred into the village side, and many of the people loses their houses, and the evacuation of the local people started. Although the NDRF working side was side, Ajay was also helping them to evacuate the people to keep them to the safer side. Not only this, by helping, he also, as per his capacity with his friend, tried to distribute food and other important commodities to the flood victims. Later on, the flood passes away. Flood passes, and the rehabilitation of the victims occurs. Now the situation was controlled properly. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. The characters pursued by me is the group of characters, all are in the positive mood, and they are in the age of 20 to 30 years of age. The action of my story is the opening of a new house. So Ram is pursuing his Bachelor of Engineering. He has an opening of his house. He decided to call the neighbors for his function. So everyone got the greetings from the Ram. So everyone has came to attend the function. So he decided to serve the food in the banana leaves. So he tried to minimize the plastic use. So apart from that, after the completion of the function, he used that banana leaves as a manure in the plantation. Thank you.
Friends, from the picture shown, I have Hello.
Anyone proceed? Okay, gentlemen, you can proceed.
Yeshekawat, proceed.
Okay. Friends, from the picture shown, I have perceived 8 characters. All of them are in positive mood. 2 are female and all other are male. And 1 child is there. And they are of the age of 30 to 31 years respectively, and child's age is 18 years. And the action or theme of my story is food distribution in slum. And the story goes like this. Prashant is a final year student and also an NCC volunteer at LDRP Institute of Technology. As he was part of the scouts team, he decided to distribute the leftover food item that was produced in the hostel. So for that, he divided the task between his colleagues and take it to the Lakhimpur village, which was 2 kilometers away from their college. And with the help of his colleagues and with help of ANO ma'am, he divided the food to all the people over there. And so by this, the wastage was stopped and all were happy. Thank you.
Anand, where is your story? Copy कहाँ लिखी हुई? एक काम करो, दोबारा रखो उसे, अब दोबारा बोलो एक बार स्टोरी, बिना देखे बोलो स्टोरी, उसको रख दो. Now speak confidently with power, energy. Good. After that, everyone start discussion. Okay. बोलो. आवाज नहीं आ रही, म्यूट है.
Gentlemen, I pursued a group of characters. All are in the positive mood. All of them are in the age of 20 to 30 years of age. The action of my story is the opening ceremony of the house. Ram is pursuing a Bachelor of Engineering. He has a occasion of opening his house. So he called the neighbors for the to attend the function. So everyone got the invitation and they happily attended the function. In this, so Ram was trying to serve the food in the banana leaves so as to decrease the use of plastics. So after the completion of the the ceremony, we take that banana leaves as a manure for the plantation. Thank you.
Okay, as from the discussion,
As we all have made a story on the flood, like
Many of
I
them decided that this story is based on
Majority of the gentlemen is on
Decide the
the
number of
floor.
characters.
or some type of
One second,
category.
gentlemen. Aman is remaining, right? Aman, please narrate the story.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, gentlemen. In this story, I have pursued 7 characters. All are in positive mood, and the action of my story is motivation of young people by a retired junior warrant officer of Indian Air Force. Junior warrant officer Ashok Singh, after distinct services of 30 years, has came back to his native town in Uttar Pradesh, where he met with Sarpanch and decides to motivate the young generation of the village to join the forces. For this, he decides to start a workshop. For that, he hosted a lunch where he sat together with all the young people of the village, where they talked about the problems they are facing while they are preparing for the forces. The junior warrant officer decides that he will provide them with all the necessities, and he motivated them, and the hard work by by all the young generation and the junior warrant officer paid off, and many of them were able to convert into the Indian Air Force. Thank you.
gentlemen, as we have seen that most of them made a story on the flood, like Abhimanyu, Rahul, and many others are there. So let's go with this theme.
Yes.
Let us decide. This can be the. Let us
Let's decide the number of
Much
characters, the
of
action, then
us
we can come to
have
the
shown
story. I
that
feel
There
that
are
there are
7
food
characters.
serving
There are
was
7
and the action
a
can
characters.
be
major
helping
portion
the
of
poor,
your story.
helping poor, because
I-
maximum of
Yeah.
have made the story
Not
about
only helping poor,
Not,
helping
So gentlemen,
Don't think
so
like
two
that
things
they can be
is
the.
they are serving food.
As
we are
per the
going to
story,
the
they
flood
can be.
one theme, and then seven
why
characters
people
are
serve
there.
food.
it is evident from the
Whom?
story that
Because
they
people
are
serve
serving
food
the food.
because to poor people, and in the
I
in the
think,
recent
gentlemen,
time, maximum.
as the
I
person
agree to
as the
Raghav.
person
I
is
agree to
serving
Raghav.
person is serving food,
We
let's
can go in this
make this
character.
theme of as an any festival, something like that, where they have invited the people and they have served the
Guys,
food to all of
recently
them.
we have come down from the pandemic, so let us make story around the pandemic, because in a report it was founded that the poverty in India has increased extremely. So let us make around that.
Yes, I agree with
Gentlemen,
Raghav.
it is a very good point. So that it can be sorted out by community kitchen.
We can
All are
address
agree
that
with me?
as majority of us has decided that there is a catastrophe.
But in gentlemen, I think we are not able to see any precautions has been taken in the picture, so we can't go with the pandemic, let's make any function we can something like that.
By precaution,
we can
even
also
after the
consider that
lockdown
it
today
is
also,
a
the top
perception.
1%
They
have doubled
fled
their
from
income,
there by
and
to
the
the
person
nearby village where they can
who
feel safe.
are having the
So
income
if they
below
are in
5 lakh are
village,
are
how can
suffering
you see any
extremely. So
catastrophe
we
there?
should consider this.
If we are going with the pandemic, we can also consider the people are
We
vaccinated.
could
So
not
let us go
address the
with
situation
Raghav.
just by
Raghav.
offering food to the small, small group of poor. We could, if this is the
So
problem
we
that
have decided the background. The background is lockdown.
Background is of
to-
pandemic.
Okay, the background is of the
Gentlemen,
pandemic. Now
we
let's
can go
decide
with
the person.
pandemic,
Who is
but
the
there is
person who is
multiple
distributing the food?
I
issue there.
think
We should
it
consider
might
that person
better
as a
to
hero
name him
of
as
our
a
story who
sarpanch
is distributing
or
the
a
food.
DM. I think DM is
Let's
not
analyze the thing. Let's
supposed
go
to
with the
serve.
pandemic.
I agree with
Let us
Raghav,
go
but
with
I
sarpanch.
want to add
Let us go with
that
sarpanch.
it seems like it is heavily raining in some type of.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
raining,
Yeah.
and so that we have made that story. That
Yeah.
it could be the raining due to the
So,
flood.
ladies and
or
gentlemen,
something.
then
Flood
how can
victims
they are
having-
complete? They are
And
sitting,
let's
right?
not
They are
deviate
sitting, then
from
having
the
having
theme.
a
Now
yeah
let's
having a
make story
food.
around it
So
and add
this
more
could have
action.
been
raining
probably they have
can't
sitting
be
to the
the
safer
better
place.
option.
Let us
Probably
consider
the
him
other
as a
places have
sarpanch
drawn
because
submerged
the
into the
attire
water
in
and
which
they
he
have
looks
taken to the
that most
safer
belongs
place.
to a sarpanch category.
Okay, so we have considered
Sarpanch.
it as sarpanch. And now let's decide
Yeah.
the
So let's consider
city.
them as a sarpanch. Yeah, wherein he has invited all of them for this lunch and something like that we can make.
Okay,
Guys,
gentlemen.
let's
if we
decide the
are
city as you are
assuming
telling
that
that
he
it
is
is
sarpanch,
raining.
then
And currently
poverty
it is
and
the time of
hunger
festival
is
cards.
See,
There is a
according
rain.
to
So
you-
let's
will
consider
be
it as
from
a
the
and we
village
can
city.
So
add
let's say
on
make
it
a village
that they
theme.
are
We can take a village theme
establishing
over here,
community kitchen
wherein the
and they are
villagers
serving
We can also
came to
analyze
the
that.
came to
That
attend
is
to
where
the function.
Rakesh
A
correct.
village
community
near
kitchen is the better option.
He's distributing the food to the needy people and give the invitation to each and every member of the village to distribute the food.
I
And
think,
he-
gentlemen, apart from that,
Doing,
what
he's
we
doing
can
it
say
on
that
regular
you know,
basis, not only for a single day.
yeah, the sewage workers
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
add, gentlemen. The
In
persons
fact,
who are
they are
collecting
helping
food,
community.
we can make them
Someone
as
of you
sewage
told
workers.
about the
As
banana
Raghav has
leaves.
told,
So let's
as Raghav
consider
I think
who
we
are
should
that
add
the
a
food is
long-term
distributed in
solution
banana leaves
because
to
serving the
make
food to the
environment
poor is a
eco-friendly.
short-term solution
yes,
of,
yes, we
an
can
So
add
entire.
that point
what we
also.
can make
That
is
the
that
food
Should
is
add
being
on to the
people who are
long-term
sitting
solution.
there,
to
This
this
is
the
a
problem.
village,
good point
is
that
being
they are
served
serving
We are
their
taking
food
this
on
story.
banana
sewage,
and
to invest
the
money
residue
on
part of that
yeah,
go with
fish
environment
and they
friendly
have
banana.
they are
served
using
the
as a
food in the
manure.
banana so as to decrease the plastic use, and we can make
Yeah,
that
and it
people who
will
are
reduce
sitting
the
as a
costing also.
workers,
Pollution.
Decrease the
workers,
plastic use
sewage
and also
workers we
to
can
make
take
aware people
who are
about the
working day and night
COP26
for us
meeting. The
to
India
keep
has
the village
decided
clean.
to be a
Yes,
carbon zero by
I agree to
2050.
Raghav. So Sarpanch is distributing the food on banana
Yeah,
leaf.
everybody is going
That
with
is
this
also fine.
story. Let us go with this
So
story.
he has so
as,
Sarpanch
we
has
have decided the man is
Sarpanch has
and-
organized an occasion
Yeah.
wherein he has now provided the food in the banana leaves so as to also spread the message that we have to decrease the plastic use and we have to promote more on the biodegradable things.
And
Okay,
it
okay,
also
gentlemen,
has
but we
reduced the
can
costing.
add on it that
Yes, reduce the costing is very good point.
gentlemen,
agree.
we can add on it a single point and the story will
Okay,
be
gentlemen,
much more beautiful.
gentlemen, you have 1 minute. Please discuss among yourselves. Do let me know that who will narrate your story. A leader, do it fast.
Okay, our
Okay,
leading
the-
character.
The character, I think, gentlemen, the character is quite
Who is
quite
organizing
much
The theme is,
malnutrition of
the
let us
character,
decide for
and
the theme.
the
What
theme
can
we
be the
have
theme?
fixed.
And he is using
Spreading
the
One thing which we
banana
can
leaf
move
instead
on
of
to is
plastic.
that so
So
how
Purpose of the
does they
story has
have
been
made the food
decided.
and
Let us
something like
decide
that we
the
can
theme of
make.
the story.
So we have
And
made the
The
plastic
theme.
theme can be
pollution.
helping the needy,
Yeah, made a
helping the
theme.
needy people.
Yeah.
Helping the needy. Okay.
Let's
I will
not
agree.
make them
I
poor,
With
helping the needy people.
establishment of community
the
kitchen
needy people. I agree to
and
Raghav.
Okay, and the
and,
number of character
and
was
using
7.
such
Yes.
Yeah.
7. As told,
All are in the neutral mode. Let's put it in the neutral mode.
we can say all are in positive mood
Yeah, I
because
think,
they are
gentlemen,
being served the food
we have
and the
covered.
Sarpanch is
We have covered
also
the things. Yeah.
Sarpanch is also happy to serve the food. So we can say that all are in positive mood.
Yeah, but that is the reason why he has only made an event. So that event has taken a burn over all the villages. So I think all the villagers got to know about this, and they are also involved, something like that. After that,
My
function.
point was, could we highlight that the point which we had added, the promoting the biodegradable products, banana leaves and all?
Yeah,
Could we
that
highlight
that
in
message
the,
has
We are
been
at-
Yes, Aman have
spread in the
comprehended it.
newspaper.
Aman have
It has
comprehended
been
it.
spread in the newspaper. If we
no,
can add
no,
that.
I am saying that could we highlight into the main theme of the story?
I feel that the Sarpanch is helping the
Don't
needy
deviate.
people
then
by
we can
giving
move
them
on.
food. So the action should be like this.
Also promoting the use of biodegradable,
Okay, gentlemen.
biodegradable products.
So who will narrate your story?
I will go
I
with Dayanand.
I feel Aman have comprehended well. So Aman.
But the theme of the story revolving around the story of Dayanand. So I think I want to nominate Dayanand.
Okay, guys. Voting karo fatafat. Wait, who will narrate it? One is saying Dayanand, one is saying Aman's.
Okay, so let's go with Dayanand.
Rahul?
Sir, Dayanand.
Okay, then proceed.
Thank you, gentlemen, for nominating me. So we have pursued 8 characters, all in the positive mood, all in the age group of 20 to 30 years of age. The action of our story is serving the needies. So Ram Ram is a Sarpanch who has made an event wherein he called the nearby villagers very hard and all. So he served that food in the banana leaves so as to spread the message of moving towards the biodegradable materials, not for and reducing the plastic use. I think this message, this action has taken a very major action, and this news has spread all over the nearby villages, and also they got a message that we should reduce the plastic use and we should move towards the biodegradable materials. Thank you.
All are okay with the story?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.